Good afternoon, and welcome to episode 26 of the Donut Shop Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Mr. N. Join with me, I have my two co-hosts, starting with Dr. Al.
How's it going, everyone?
And ever-elusive Mr. Jorge.
I'm back. Hey, what's up? I'm not dead yet.
No, not that yet. He just missed last week.
Yeah, exactly.
How are we doing, guys?
No, fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Good, man. I got to sleep late. Slept till 8 o'clock.
You have to sleep late. What do you mean?
You got to sleep late. I guess he didn't work this morning.
Yeah, I got woken up at 8 o'clock by my dog.
Aw. Well,
That's why I don't have any pets.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out.
I don't know. So my sister got a golden retriever recently, and apparently the first week was like the worst week of her life.
It's a puppy. Yeah,
Puppy.
it is a puppy. So it'll put you through your paces.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. If
Yeah.
I ever get a dog, it's gonna be a human baby. That's gonna be my dog.
If I ever get a plaything, it's gonna be a human baby. Wow.
Yeah. When I have my own kid, because they probably require the same amount of work. So I'd rather deal with it with a human being than with a animal.
Yeah, like I hear like the horror story. Well, not the horror stories, but like the story she'll tell about taking care of her puppy. And my head was like, man, when she gets a kid, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because don't you gotta like start potty training them and
No, not immediately. No, they're in diapers for like a year,
See,
or 6 months, however long. I don't know.
Like, you can leave that puppy home alone.
You can leave the but eventually you can leave the puppy home alone.
Why am I wasting money to buy diapers for a dog?
No. I mean for a human child. Oh, damn it!
For the record, they do have diapers for dogs.
I feel like that's really aggressive.
It's preferable to use. I mean, it depends on the situation, but it's preferable to have they have training pads instead.
Yeah,
but it's best to teach them just to go outside.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I mean, training pads didn't work for Wesley. That's her puppy's name. He just ate them. So
He just chews right through them.
He thinks that are toys, so he just eats right through them. It's like, okay.
Oh man.
I don't know. I'm on the mindset of I don't want kids, so I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah, there you go.
What about dogs?
I think it's the same thing. It's like I enjoy dogs, but I don't want to like keep my own.
Exactly. They're fun to like play with for like maybe a couple hours, but that's it. Like
I mean, like if I ever needed a dog companion, I would dog sit Wesley for like however long they needed me to.
That's it. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You get just the same experience.
Maybe not the same experience.
In that 1 hour time frame.
I mean, I would argue the 8 hours of me teaching 25 kids equates to being a parent in some form or fashion.
Yeah, they're fairly young too. You teach first grade, so they're just babies. You know, what are they? 5, 6 years old?
6, 7. Yeah.
So I don't blame you, man. You gotta do that year round, every year.
Basically,
new set of students. So,
oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, I don't envy our kindergarten teacher. Because like at least when they come to me, they have like some basis of a routine and like discipline. Kindergarten, no, they're just awkward, crazy little 5-year-olds.
I'm curious, like how are 5-year-old, like not 5-year-olds? How are 5-year-olds? How are kindergartens being taught like via Zoom? Like how does that?
Horribly. So God bless our kindergarten teacher. He is he's more or less my mentor teacher. I never officially got a mentor teacher, which you're normally supposed to get when you're starting out. But I kind of just latched onto him, and he gave me a lot of advice and how to deal with certain problems and whatever. So he's great. He's great as what he does. And honestly, I couldn't do like what he's doing right now because we have 20 so 20 some kids that wanted to be in the building, and obviously that we due to COVID we can't do that. So what they had to do was split the class 11 to 11 in one classroom, 11 in the other classroom. So this year, he being the only in-building kindergarten teacher, he had to bounce back and forth from each class throughout the day to teach lessons.
That's crazy, man. But like are like the family, like as the mom or the dad, like opening up like tablet or like a laptop or something.
Yeah,
some of the things I've
Just
heard.
telling the
Also,
kids.
basically, yeah.
it's
So
not that easy.
ever since they moved virtually, yeah, mom and dad or somebody has to be there to like guide them through it all. Even in first grade, they need an adult.
I can imagine, man.
The what some parents are doing. There's like I don't know what you call it, like a camp or like it's almost like a pseudo daycare.
Yeah,
where the aides are helping the students with the classwork.
yeah. I have a few students are in daycare. At least 3. I can tell from the background. So one of them pretty okay. Like she's in actually a really good daycare. Her teacher, attendant, whatever her official title is, she's really helpful. I really like her. The other 2 kids, they are what essentially looks like a playground, and they're not getting any work done. The moment they switch from home to this daycare whatever facility, I've noticed their grades drop immediately. Like there's no focus, nothing's being turned in. So it's not a good environment for them.
It is a little rougher though, because you have to balance being able to go to work as a parent. Parents that work during this time, and then trying to raise your kid as best you can.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, how's it with your son? Like, I mean, he's a little older now, obviously, but
yeah.
So
but he does have a younger brother on his mom's side, and so during the week that he is with them, so she is around. She works from home, so she does keep an eye on them.
Okay.
But at the same time, like she starts to do her own things. She can't just sit there for 8 hours with both of them, making sure they're on task the whole time.
Okay. Does he ever is he ever like in the class while he's with you, or that hasn't happened?
During the time frames I have no. I think more the homework, post class work kind of side of things.
Okay. All right. At least you have a system. I've had students who also bounce between mom and dad, and and I'm learning a lot of miscommunication relationships between said parents.
I mean,
it's like I had one parent. So she says dad was supposed to take care of all like the classwork, and she would do the homework. So the homework was coming in, but none of the classwork was coming in. And then I'm like having these like office hours with her, and I'm telling her, oh, your child, I'm getting all this work, but your child's also but still missing a bunch of this work. And she's, I could see the rage, and I could hear the rage in her voice. She's like, I'm gonna kill him. It's like, uh-oh.
You ratted my man out, yo.
Oh, you have to, man.
I need to work.
Ultimately, it's the kids that fail.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as failing via Zoom, okay? Everybody passes.
But, yeah, more or less. Like
Okay.
kids who should not have, who went to second grade last year, they went to second grade. Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for it. For the fact is, I don't have to teach them again. But at the same time, I know it's just gonna snowball down. They're just gonna continuously fail if they don't like sit down and actually get better.
Yeah, get it right from the outset, man. You know what I mean?
You pass first grade, second grade via Zoom. You go into third grade, you're like, I got this.
Oh god, no, the moment. Man, this generation of kids, oh man, they're gonna struggle in the higher grades, definitely, especially the younger ones. The theory is from K to third is when you build your foundations. This is where you're building like your reading skills, your foundations, whatever. So due to Zoom, a lot of these kids aren't getting that foundation. Like I from my firsthand experience, I could tell. So when they get to higher grades, things are gonna be struggling.
Yeah,
it's
this incoming student class or whatever you want to call it, these years are their school life is going to be drastically different, even from someone 2-3 years ahead of them, or 2-3 years behind them, the way we're going.
Hopefully we all get vaccinated and we'll just go back to normalcy, hopefully.
You're right. I mean, speaking of vaccination, Pfizer is going to ship out. I just read an article. Less don't know, like because they discovered that you could get 6 doses per vial instead of 5, so they're trying to they're trying
to skimp out on it.
Wait.
So they're like, we already promised you guys what the numbers you need. So now they updated their numbers based on that, and they're trying to get the U.S. government to pay for that extra dose.
Oh, jeez.
But it's all about the money.
But some pharmacists are like against that because they're struggling to even get that 6th dose. So it's like, yeah, you do say you could potentially have a 6th dose, but you need
at that point we're talking of what, like a milliliter down to like a millimeter measurement.
Milliliter, yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah, you get like a really small dose of the vaccine. I think it's like 0.02.
Yeah, and plus, don't they technically they kind of waste a little bit of it too, because when they fill the syringe, don't they like eject a little bit to get rid of air bubbles?
Yeah. I mean, the way I was taught to put the syringe in there, you're supposed to draw up the air and push the air inside of the. I don't know if it's different with the coronavirus, but for other vaccines, you're supposed to like take out. So, for example, let's say you need 0.5 of the vaccine. So you take your syringe and you pull it so you get to 0.5, and that creates the air inside. And then you stab the vial and you push in, and that air would go in there and it allows you to get like a perfect measurement of the vaccine so that you don't have any bubbles.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay.
Learning with Dr. Al, man. I thought you just put it in there, you get what you need.
No, I knew you get. So I was in health science back at FLC. So a lot of techniques I learned there, nursing techniques are super old, obviously. But what I heard was that you let a little bit out or like tap it to try to get rid of those air bubbles. But I guess modern medicine.
Yeah, I mean you could do that too, but like that's the proper way to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Huh.
Yeah. So while I have you guys here a moment, full disclosure for people listening, it is the NFL Championship weekend games. So it's two games that decide who goes to the Super Bowl. And I have one.
Are we that far in already? Holy crap!
Yeah, dude, we're about to hit February. Anyway, so this mainly goes out to Mr. Al, but Mr. M, please feel free to chime in. So the games today are basically the Bucks versus the Packers, Tom Brady and the Bucks versus Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, versus the Buffalo Bills, who have been trash and never won a Super Bowl, versus the defending champs, the Chiefs. And I was curious who you guys, if you care, to see in the Super Bowl.
Hold on. I'm sorry. The Washington football team had to change their name, but the Chiefs get to keep their name?
Chief is not a derogatory term, per what I understand.
What is the Chief? Wait, hold on. What are the Chiefs logo? I'm sorry. I'm not a football guy.
It's an arrowhead, bro. It's an arrowhead.
The Chiefs is just
okay.
I don't make the rules, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's an arrowhead with the KC, just KC on there.
Kansas City.
I mean, okay. I mean, if the Redskins weren't appropriate, how? Okay, I'm sorry. I know that wasn't the question you asked, but that's the thing I latched onto.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. We could talk about it because like Redskins was also what we called. Didn't we call like the British Army or something?
No, Redcoats.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought we.
He's like, wait, I had something. Okay, no.
Never mind.
Shows how much I paid attention in history. But to answer your question, I would love to see Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers.
So I'm on the complete opposite. I want Bills versus Brady.
Bill versus Brady.
Odd. Yeah, I want the Bills versus Brady because he's been kicking their ass for this guy has the most home wins in their stadium in the last 20 years than any of their quarterbacks combined. And he only plays there once a year. So in the last 20 years, he's got more home Buffalo Bill wins than their own quarterbacks.
But that wouldn't they wouldn't be able to cancel out that streak because I don't think it's happened. I don't think they're playing in Buffalo.
No. But I'm just telling you the little backstory. So there's history between Brady and the Bills.
Oh, you mean like history wise?
Yeah. So. And the Bills here in the underdog, and I want to see if Brady can win a ring without Belichick.
I'm just tired of Brady, bro. That's all I care about. If he loses to the Packers, then he can't win a title without Bill Belichick.
But he got further than Belichick.
Oh, but Belichick had a depleting ass team though. Like
it doesn't matter what happened. Ultimately, it's just what happened. You know what I mean?
The Bucks are stacked at offensive weapons. Okay, don't give me that bullshit.
Look, bro, they can be stacked all they want.
That's the only
they had the same players last year, and they sucked.
They're stacked. They had fucking Mike Evans. They had that other guy who was really good, the rookie. Then they picked up Antonio Brown. Then they got a nice running back in what was this? What was that dude guy that played in the Jags? I forgot his name. Leonard Fournette, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, Fournette.
Yeah. So I think they're pretty stacked, but I hate Brady. So
I don't know, man. I think I want to see the Bills win a Super Bowl. These guys, they went to, I believe, is it three Super Bowls or 4 Super Bowls back to back, and lost each one.
Damn.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh man, talk about performance issues.
Yeah. So
they're not clutch.
They're not clutch.
Sorry. I just want to chime in. Not some football, but not about who wins or whatever. Again, that's not. What was the last time the Washington football team won a Super Bowl?
Never.
90s. No. The football team technically no, but the
Redskins.
Yes, they had. I believe it was in the 90s.
So I'm curious. Wild conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat. Maybe the Chiefs got to keep their names because they won the Super Bowl and they had more advertising power.
Incorrect, because the Washington football team is more valued.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they've been historically successful, and they've been actually getting crap for their names for a long time.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I was like conspiracy theory.
Plus the Washington Redskins.
Yeah. Side note, it was 92 versus the aforementioned Buffalo Bills.
But they're also in Washington, so Washington is where the capital is, and
no, Washington State, not Washington D.C. Right?
No, they're in Washington D.C.
Are they? Wait, are the Chiefs? I mean, are the Reds? The former Redskins, were they Washington State or Washington D.C.?
D.C.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
You never knew that?
No. Wait, who's the Washington State team?
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go.
But I actually just pulled it up. So the Bills, they from 1991 to 1994, those 4 seasons, they went to the Super Bowl and lost each one.
That's really sad.
And so I was like, I'll root for them.
I like Josh Allen, so
exactly, I like Josh Allen.
I wouldn't mind him winning a ring. Like he's sad to say, I feel like honestly a better Carson Wentz
than Carson Wentz.
What Carson Wentz wants to be.
Sorry, so back on the Chiefs. I think it was my dad who told me the Chiefs head coach is Andy Reid.
Yes.
As far as Eagles fans, how do you guys feel about that?
We got our ring first, so I don't care.
I'm glad he got a ring. He deserves one. So.
Yep. Okay. I would have been more upset if he would have got a ring before the Eagles did. But as an Eagles fan, we got one. I don't care.
Okay. Just curious. I remember my dad. He had the game. He had the Chiefs playing, and like he mentioned it at random. Like, oh, Andy Reid's the coach. Cool, I guess.
The way that Andy Reid and his what's the word we're looking for? Protege coaches that went on to become coaches for themselves is really interesting. It's really interesting. But anyway, I'm sorry to hold you up with the football. I had to ask. The game was on. I'm like, let me ask before. For the record,
We'll make it an official section. It gives my voice a break, I guess.
For the record, Al, Bucks are up 7-0.
Oh damn! Sorry. My Packers are gonna.
Your Packers.
They got this.
Anyway, moving on. So we're 20 minutes in and we haven't had an icebreaker yet, so let's fix that.
Is that still considered an icebreaker? 20 minutes in?
Not really, but I mean, I was kind of curious about this topic anyway. So I've been recently watching clips from The Mask, like the Jim Carrey movie, like way back when, and it was like one of the like funny moments things. And I've seen this movie like way long time ago, and rewatching it today, I know there's a used condom joke in that movie. Like the Mask literally pulls a used condom out of his pocket.
Oh, really?
He's trying. The bit was he's blowing up like balloon animals for these like guys trying to rob him. So he's pulling out balloons, and then like midway he pulls out like a used condom. A used condom is like, oh, that's like wrong pocket, and he just like throws it off. He throws it off screen and makes like a wet sound, and you hear like a girl in the background. I'm like the Mask had a used condom joke. I don't think that would pass in 2021. But anyway, but the icebreaker was: have you guys ever watched like an old show or movie and found jokes that you missed, as a kid, but now see it as an adult?
I mean, not that I can think specifically, but shows like SpongeBob, Animaniacs from back in the day. A lot of these shows, Fairly Odd Parents, have adult jokes for the built in into the repertoire, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty funny. Yeah. They gotta give the parents something to enjoy when they're sitting there watching it with the kids for 20 minutes.
Another one for me was The Simpsons. My family likes to rewatch like old Simpsons episodes all the freaking time. And I'll sit back and realize like these are hold on, he's made a really political joke here. Oh crap! How did I miss this as a kid?
That's the whole point. It's supposed to fly over your head as a kid.
As a kid, I was like, what? I mean, that's just funny. It's like, wait, was that a used condom? Okay.
Yeah, I don't recall if I've experienced anything like. Maybe I have, but I can't think of anything at the present moment.
Oh, fair.
One of the ones that sticks out is the Powerpuff Girls with the mayor and his assistant.
Oh yeah.
Never watched Powerpuff Girls. So.
The bit was like he was like super obsessed with his really hot secretary, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It's just a thought. Anyway. Moving on. Okay, we have a few topics we want to touch on. Let's touch on Xbox. Actually, I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are. So, Microsoft decided to increase Xbox Live Gold to $120 per year, versus their original $60 a year. And then one day later, the internet got really mad and they backtracked.
So my question is, does this Xbox Live include Xbox Game Pass?
No.
No?
No.
Then they fucked up.
So what's live then? Is that the ability to like
just play online?
Yeah, just to play online, just to play video games online.
It's the equivalent of the PS Plus. Game Pass is like a Netflix type subscription. Yeah, so that's why I was curious. Because if it's that, technically to be cheaper, because
I think you need Game Pass Ultimate to get both. To get Game Pass and Xbox Live. Let me see.
And it's like $15 a year.
Yeah, $15 a year. Okay. Let's see, for Game Pass Ultimate, access to 100 games on whatever platform. New games added. Play game or not? Wait. Oh, it also includes Gold. Yeah, so it does include Gold. Gold is
including Game Pass.
Yeah.
And
so you need to get Game Pass Ultimate to get both the Game Pass. Was it benefits? They get benefits of Game Pass and the benefits of Gold. But yeah, so I remember seeing this the other day when Xbox increased to 120. I was like, how did that leave the boardroom? Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, like I said, like I would like to know what they thought they were offering to charge double. Like that's not like a $10 price jump like they've done for everything else, man.
Yeah, that's not like a $60 a year to a $70. I think if they made a $70 a year, I think most people would get like pissed, but they're like, all right, fine, we'll deal. The fact they doubled it right from the get-go, it was like, what?
So the ability to play online, is that to like play with your friends?
Yeah, play your friends. Yeah, play your friends.
So here's one thing though. I
think
on that.
did a party chat also it was included in that?
I
don't remember if you couldn't chat with your friends if you had live or not.
Did you need? Because I haven't played any console games in a while. So
yeah. So you wanted to play online. So you want to play Call of Duty, Battlefield, Battlefront, any game that required you to verse someone online. You need to have Xbox Live Gold.
But did PlayStation do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For PS3, no. PS4 and beyond, yes.
Yeah.
And I refuse to pay it because PC Master Race.
So one thing though, they actually made it so that free-to-play games don't require Xbox Live anymore.
Okay.
So that was something they just implemented. So that's good on them. So, little Fortnite players can play Fortnite for free.
That's interesting. Huh.
I don't know if they actually the party thing is actually a curious question.
Because I remember back in the day, like this is like the 360 PS3 days, you needed live gold in order to use the Xbox Live Party Chat. That's what I remembered anyway. And at that time, PS3 didn't require any subscription at all. And we're like, hey,
yeah, exactly. That's what I remember. That's why I was curious because when you guys said that PlayStation does the same thing, and I'm like, wait,
PS4 and above. PS3, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was like, I swear I recall like not having to pay anything for PlayStation, but
no. And then when they announced the PS4, they announced their subscription. Everyone kind of took it. They're like, okay, fine, Xbox does it, so sure.
Yeah,
I'm a little annoyed it wasn't as much anger.
I mean, it made sense.
Feedback. There you go.
I mean, it made sense. They're like, listen, Xbox does it, so it was only a matter of time before PlayStation did something.
I don't know. I hated the fact that people rolled over. So I mean, again, I'm guilty of it as well. Like I rolled over and showed my belly as well when they're like, yeah, fine, I'll do it. Like looking back, I wish I got more like
angry
upset.
at it.
Yeah, more upset. Yeah. Especially now, like I play PC like as my main thing, so I don't pay any subscription fees to play online, and
that's how it should be. I never understood the concept of having to pay
because they argue that it requires money to uphold their servers and blah blah blah. But every other PC game company does it fine without charging an arm and a leg.
Most of Sony PlayStation's revenue comes from their subscription services. Selling the systems in and of itself
they also make 30% of anything anything sold on their stores on the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store. They get 30% of that revenue.
I wonder what that compares in terms of percentage to other to Google
Steam,
Play Store.
Same 30%. Steam also 30%.
I wonder what Apple charges. I know Apple.
I don't know about Apple, but the only reason I noticed is because Epic got all it is 30% because Epic got super did a whole war against Apple because
they were taking the money.
Yeah, because Apple was taking a piece of their cut and they're arguing, Fortnite, they should keep their own money, blah blah blah, and that because Apple doesn't provide a service or something.
It provides a platform.
It provides a platform, yeah. And they provide the audience. If you didn't have that app store, you wouldn't have your customers. So
yeah, exactly.
I think it's perfectly fine for these companies to take the 30%. I mean, a lot of people argue 30% is too much nowadays, but they're providing a lot. If you don't have them, you don't have customers.
They're providing
you. You ever heard the saying 50% of something's better than 100% of nothing?
Exactly.
70% of something, man.
Yeah.
So there is argument to be made.
Yeah.
Just a quick thing on the Xbox, and one of the reasons I've recently considered picking one up is if you have files, they actually have the Files app on the system. So if you put it in a room that doesn't have if you don't want to get a cable box because the cable boxes are pretty pricey, you could put it in there and supplement it. And there's one less thing to connect. Unfortunately, they don't have that on PlayStation or else. Yeah, but so that's something a buddy of mine, Man Bun, told me. And I'm like, really? It's like, yeah. Oh, shit. That's pretty cool.
Excuse me. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just again, they got a lot of negative feedback. They backtracked, so learn a lesson.
Yeah, I do want to know whose bright idea was like, hey, let's double the price and see what they say.
Yeah. So a lot of the argument is they're trying to push more people to Xbox to Game Pass Ultimate, because Ultimate is 100. Let's see. I think
how much? Up to $180.
$180, yeah, for foot. So by increasing the price of Gold, it makes Ultimate a little more
appealing.
Yeah, more appealing. So it's like, oh well, if I only pay an extra, just a little bit more, I'll get all these free games.
Yeah,
versus if I pay almost over 100 more a month, I get all these free games.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. In that like if that's what they were thinking about, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want the Game Pass. I do agree that Game Pass is a really big value, but I prefer to just buy. I prefer just buy my games as I want to play them, not here's a subscription service and I play whenever I want to play.
I think it's the issue that I've encountered a little bit. I'm not gonna wrap myself out, whatever. When you have too many when you have too many channels to watch, you don't watch anything. So you have a lot of games to play. You have too many options, man.
Yeah, dude, my Steam library is I have like over 100 games
that you've never played.
I haven't touched most of them. Well, I've touched a good amount of them, but I'll look at them and just like, I don't know what to play.
You see, man. And every time I was like, yo, there's a Steam sale, I'm like, is there anything I'm actually going to put my time into?
No, see, every time I see a Steam sale, like, you know what? Oh, I've been waiting to pick this up. Let me buy this for 50% off now. And then not 2 years later, I haven't touched it. I bought Fallout. I bought Fallout 4 like that, 50% off years ago. Still have not touched it to this day.
It's a good game. I finished it like a while ago. I did the same thing. I bought on the PlayStation, and I hadn't played it for a very, very long time. And one day I just decided to sit there, and like in a week or two, I think I'd finished the game or something.
That was me. When Spider-Man was coming out to PlayStation 4, I had a backlog of PlayStation games I haven't touched. God of War and a bunch of all these other things. I was like, all right, I need to beat these games so I can go play Spider-Man with a clear conscience. So I spent I think it was like 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks. I spent like 6 to 8 hours a day. Like I would go to work. I would work, come back home, game for the entire day, rest of my day and night, and then go back to bed just to go back to work.
Do you remember what games there were?
All I remember was God of War, because that was the one that stuck with me the most.
Was Last of Us in that time or no?
No, not Last of Us 2.
Oh, Devil May Cry?
No, Devil May Cry. What was? I need to double check, but
it was a really good question. Yeah.
God of War again was the one that stuck with me the most because it's just that good of a game.
A little, since we're talking about games, a little thing I just discovered that I did not know. For anybody that's interested in playing like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, that was on you could only have played it on your phone. It currently is available on Steam.
It's been on Steam for a while now, I think.
I did not know that. I just recently discovered it. So, breaking news.
Breaking news. X amount of years later.
Yeah.
However long it's been. I don't know.
I bought Duel. I mean, I put some money into Duel Links just to buy packs out of curiosity.
I don't like the 3 zone.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the zones. I prefer the Master Rule edition of the game, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, what are those? Is that considered speed duels?
Yeah, speed duels. Yeah, speed duels. Not a fan of it.
Just a little side note. I did not know that was available. That's why I was like, because I was heavily invested into this game. I didn't spend any money, but because at the time they would like offer you like diamonds and coins and gems or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
To be able to buy packs. So I would just use that. But I haven't played it in like 2 to 3 years, so I didn't realize it was available on Steam. Maybe
I tried to get the reason I got back into it because they announced the weather painters for Duel Links. I was like, I want to play my my girls, and yeah,
and I only have space for 3 continuous spells.
Right, mind you, I couldn't even get. You have to buy so many packs just to get the cards. Once I realized I wasn't getting the cards I needed from pulling packs, I'm like, okay, this is gonna drain my wallet. No, thank you. So I quit.
It will drain your wallet.
Speaking of wallets draining, LG wants to stop making phones.
Oh, they want to stop making phones.
Yep.
Does someone have a gun to their head? Like,
no,
I don't
they
understand.
just I guess it's just not profitable for them. Like it's no longer profitable, so they're debating. I'm guessing they're thinking about stepping out of
They could probably sell
the
the
phone
division.
market. But
Remember how Motorola did?
see, well, this news comes out weird because this is right after the Consumer Electronics Show, where they announced a rollable phone.
A rollable phone.
Yeah, so you'll hold the phone like this, and then and it'll roll upwards to make a tablet. Like the phone extends upward.
Huh. Maybe they're just trying to get into the EV market, man. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm just like, they announced really cool technology, and to be honest, a lot of their phone, if anything, like the only people that really innovate these days is LG. To be honest, well, mine and Samsung with their folding stuff, but
yeah, what's LG's slogan? Maybe that's all.
Life's good.
Life's good. Yeah.
Is it still life's good?
No, well, I think that's their slogan, but what LG actually stands for is like Lucky Star or something.
Lucky Gold, something. Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I'm not sure if like this is a rumor or this actually came from. I should have fact checked this, to be honest, but I know a lot of people were talking about it, like how LG wants to step out of the phone market and just really. As a guy who owned 2 LG phones in my past, like the software's not great, but they have great ideas. Like I really wanted the Wing. The little phone, oh my god, I wanted it so bad.
I think they'd be okay selling off the division to somebody else. And the rollable screens, honestly, is going to go right into their TVs, bro.
Wait, they already make them.
Exactly. So just improving on the technology.
I mean, look, I think I would get a rollable LG phone. I would. Like, I would suck it up. I would suck up the software. Dilemma.
Really?
I mean, I've done it before.
That's why I'm asking.
Well, that phone would be expensive. I just looked.
Oh yeah, it would be definitely.
I just looked up a rollable LG TV. It says here it costs $30,000.
Sounds right. Yeah. So this is probably
pretty cool.
Yeah, a rollable phone would probably be upwards $2,000, probably the same price as the Fold.
I think 1,500. LG doesn't have the name value to move that.
I mean, they have no competition. No one in the market is doing what they're doing. So
you're right, but they don't have the name value to do it.
I mean, I think they have see, LG is a name brand. The issue with LG is they don't market. They don't market at all. Like even the Wing. Like the Wing is such a cool phone. And again, if it swiveled the other way, I would have bought it immediately. But they don't market this shit. Like you never see an LG commercial, or well, I don't see ads period because ad blocker. But from my understanding, no one's.
Mr. Min's like, oh man, they never advertise. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't see advertisements.
You're wrong. But like, I mean, I know for a fact Samsung advertises the shit out of themselves.
Yeah, but I think, at least in the US market, it's Apple, Samsung, or bust.
Pretty much, yeah. No, I agree. Again, I agree.
I think if Samsung came out with the designs that LG has, there'd be a lot more.
Oh, there'd be way more hype. But
successful. Yeah, I'd pick up an LG Wing.
Dude, I wanted the LG Wing. Period. Just that was such a cool concept.
Would you? And I ask this again. Be willing to compromise on some of the specs?
I mean, again, the only compromise I saw spec wise was no headphone jack, and the fact it swiveled to the left instead of the right, which annoyed it. Which again, being a left-handed phone person, it just didn't work for me.
I think as a subpar camera, stuff like that. But anyway, it's just something to think about.
Yeah. And I did. So the last LG phone I had was the V30, so it was quite a few years ago. But outside of the weird RAM issue it had, it was a great phone. I actually enjoyed the software. I enjoyed the software. The device was really nice. It's just it had a RAM leak problem, which kept killing all my music apps or podcast apps every time I paused. So I pause it, do whatever I had to do, come back, the app's dead. I had to go back, reload it, find a podcast or find a song I was listening to. It pissed me off to the point where it was like a few months of owning it. I got so pissed I sold it off. I was like, no, it's just bullshit.
You just gotta. They probably just want to keep it simple. You know, they're like, what's the point of doing phones? We don't advertise. We have our clientele, but they're not making a lot of money. So we're like, you know what? Let's just stick to what we do best and make TVs.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, again, I hope they don't go away. I do like their ideas. So it's a shame they don't get the acknowledgement they should get. I feel like for these ideas.
Goes away, man.
What's up?
No company ever goes away unless they get like bankrupt and cease to exist.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't think they're not gonna go away, but like I want them to stay in the phone space. I think the phone space is really benefits having them there.
Like BlackBerry's coming up back.
Really? Holy shit!
BlackBerry's dead, man. They've tried.
HTC's about to be dead.
HTC's dead.
No, not in the phone market. BlackBerry's trying to get into the EV market. They're trying to make.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
How do you jump from making smart devices to, all right.
Look, when you broke, you innovate, man.
They're not wrong. I mean, BlackBerry makes it big. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, their new CEO is determined that, so their stock prices jumped up significantly.
Okay, very cool. All right, let's see. You guys want to talk about WandaVision?
Yes.
So I'm assuming everyone here saw episode 3.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, I really enjoyed this episode, like a lot more than I did the last than the first 2.
Yeah, it's.
I think. Before we continue, I'm just gonna ask you guys because I wasn't here last week for it. What were your opinions on episodes 1 and 2?
They were trash for me.
They were. I found them enjoyable. Like I laughed a lot. But when Vision started fucking singing, I died laughing. But my issues was if I didn't know who Wanda and Vision were from my previous investment, I wouldn't care.
I mean, these shows are specifically for people coming from the movies.
Yeah.
So obviously there's gonna be that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a disservice to fan bases to not be like that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just WandaVision it's for the long stay fans. Like, so since this is the very first Marvel Disney show, I felt like they should have started off with something a little easier for newer audience. Like people if newcomers start watching WandaVision and they've never experienced anything Marvel, period, but they're like, oh hey, I'm on Disney Plus and this is kind of fun. They're just like, what the heck is the show?
So
that's my biggest issue with it.
I don't have a problem with that. I like
Elitism.
I like the little cuts that they've done to show something's not right. I don't think I think the show's way too slow. The first 2 episodes were they were if you're sitcom haha humor, it's funny in that sense. For the younger generations, the reason that those black bars on the side is because that was the format prior to the current TV.
Yeah.
4x3.
Yeah, the kids aren't gonna enjoy this as much. The kids aren't gonna enjoy it as much. Newcomers are gonna be confused. So this is very much for the long stay fans, which is fine. I just think they should have started off with Falcon and the Winter Soldier instead of WandaVision. Yeah, something a little more action packed for the kids. And people could people who know who more or less have an idea who Captain America is. So they'll jump into, Captain America shield. I'm going to jump in here and, whatever action scene they'll see. So I think that would have been the better start. The very first, as the starting point for the Disney Marvel shows, Falcon Winter Soldier.
Something would
have been better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
WandaVision is just, it's so, what's the word? Yeah, it's so unique and ingrained into hardcore fanboy culture. You have to really care who Wanda and Vision are to really get into the show.
Yeah, I besides a chuckle here and there, I didn't really enjoy the first 2 episodes at all, to be honest.
I'm on Adam's boat. I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it for what it was. I want it more. That's fine.
I would have think this show would have been beneficial to do what Netflix does and just drop all the.
Yes, 100%.
That's it. There's no way to keep this waiting. The story pace is way too long. They're gonna lose interest. Like me, because we've invested into it and watched everything. I'll continue to watch the other episodes, but other than that, I wouldn't really give a shit, and I wouldn't watch it weekly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Unless we keep doing reviews here.
I mean, I think we should.
We keep talking about it.
We keep talking about it.
It'd be relevant, and I'll continue watching it. But even after the 3rd episode, even though it's starting to pick up and there were some cool moments and things that are progressing, I don't think I would like keep waiting every week to keep watching an episode. I'll just wait till after like 3-4 weeks or.
He's right, man. This is not a show that it's not like The Mandalorian where like, yo, I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more of like, oh look, the episode's out. Okay, let me watch it before someone spoils something that might potentially happen.
I'm kind of I'm on your level, but I don't know. I have a weird opinion about the show, so I'm actually enjoying it. I think it's like I like the sitcom stuff. Again, I think I like the slice of life sitcom stuff. I always wanted WandaVision like to build that relationship. So like I really like those moments back in like Age of Ultron and Civil War where they had a moment to themselves. I really enjoyed that. So having a show dedicated to that, I really was cool. I was really cool with that.
I think the concept is cool, but like Alice said, both points made, like the point you made and the point Al made in regards to A, it should not have been the first show to come out.
No, definitely not.
And B, it should not be weekly. And I get why they do the weekly, so people can keep like we're doing now, talking about it over the course of a month versus talking over the course of a couple of weeks in which you would binge it, and that's a done deal.
Yeah, definitely.
A good example, if you guys remember when Daredevil season 1 came out.
Oof.
And then they followed it up, I believe, right away. It was Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
it was a much different show.
But they're both good.
They're both good, yes. But I don't know if Jessica Jones would have done as well if it would have been the first one in the series.
I don't know. That's debatable. I enjoyed both seasons really highly. I put them like at the pinnacle of like Netflix or TV, like TV in general. Yeah.
But I stand by that. I don't think it would have been as successful.
Okay. But anyway, back to the actual episode. Again, I enjoyed the episode more or less. I did like we did get to see a little bit more stuff behind the curtain.
Literally. Yeah, more things are starting to slowly being introduced to us and stuff.
One of my favorite little snippets was when Vision started realizing something's going on, and then like it didn't do like that rewind that's the rewind thing from like from the previous episode. It just like the episode like blinked, and then all of a sudden it's different lines.
Yeah, that's because
that was really cool. I thought that was like
really well done.
Yeah, it was like super subtle. I'm like, wait, what?
The reason they did that is because the movie or this TV show that they were pairing off was kind of in the 70s, and that's what they did with movies in the 70s. They kind of just like cutscene, like I forget what I was watching. Some guy review the episode, and he was talking about the techniques that they would do in the 70s. Okay. So it had to do a lot with the being set in that time frame.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why it was designed like that.
Gotcha. I really liked it. It was subtle. I mean, because you finally Vision finally it clicks with Vision. He's gonna ask him big questions, and then it was like cut new lines.
Yeah.
If you weren't paying attention at all, you just like, wait, what?
Yeah. So
it was really cool.
At the we skip to the end of it. If you guys are cool with it.
Yeah.
The how do you feel about, or let me rephrase this. Do you think a different entity's behind it, or do you think it's Wanda?
It's Wanda. It's straight up Wanda. There's the whole Wanda, in the radio of like Wanda, who's doing this to you, Wanda? Like it's all a red herring. This is definitely Wanda. I can't imagine any other being powerful enough to do this to Scarlet Witch. She basically soloed Thanos at one point, so I don't think anyone's strong enough to like manipulate her to this point. I think they made it very clear she's in control of this universe.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anybody else is controlling her, even though it seemed like that in the first episode with that TV. It was kind of like looking like watching her, and maybe is having like a spell on her.
Yeah,
but the last couple episodes just like kind of like pretty much told you that she's in control. Because I mean, at the very end, that woman gets kicked out of that bubble.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she was clear. She was an external.
Yeah, she had okay. I'm not sure if you guys know what sword is. So she has well, obviously they basically slapped you in the face with the sword logo on her necklace. So sword is a division that Nick Fury runs.
Yeah, we saw that at the end of one of what last movie we watched where
it was Captain Marvel.
Yeah, where he was just chilling in a freaking.
No, not Captain Marvel. It was Far From Home. I'm sorry, Far From Home.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
chilling in a spaceship, and so I pretty much knew that was who he was. But I don't know much about Sword like history.
So it's Shield, but for space. But thing is, Shield is no longer a thing now in the Marvel MCU. So I guess Sword just takes over all of it now.
Sword just doesn't sound as good as Shield.
Sword and Shield.
What was I? I wonder though if the people inside
are real
enough. Yeah,
I think they're real.
Do you think?
I think they're actually because the way they were talking to Vision, those two neighbors, talking to Vision, saying like how she's not from around here, she doesn't have a home here. Like, I don't think that was Wanda. I mean, unless Wanda can create sentient life out of nowhere, I think there are people Wanda either snatched up or volunteered for this. Probably snatched up.
Or maybe she was just like in one room and just like opened up the bubble, and everybody that was near that like area were like sucked into it.
So that begs the question: then who is Vision? Vision's dead.
Yeah, I think Vision is the one artificial like entity that Wanda created.
Well, then Wanda
she can create. So can she create life? That's a pretty.
She can manipulate reality. Right? It's a canon power in the comics. She hasn't shown that ability in the movies, but I think this is one. Yeah, I think this is it.
The butterflies turned real. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. She did do
that's
that.
a very point. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I don't know if that was like
I thought that was for
were they real butterflies or was it like part of the reality TV show illusion?
They look really real.
No, I mean, I'm not saying. I mean,
let them fly out as well.
No. I'm not saying damn it out. I'm not saying if the bugs on screen, or I'm saying like in the reality of the show, like were those actually butterflies she's made, or were they just like an illusion type of thing? Because I'm assuming most of this is an illusion.
So if it's an illusion in our head, when does it become manifested to being real? Then
I don't know. It's like we have so many questions, and for look at things, they can observe it because they in the first episode they had the guy with the the TV and he's like watching them. So apparently it's very possible to observe them.
I also like the little Hydra ads that they have.
Oh,
the Stark ads.
Yeah, the Hydra and Stark. Yeah, those are good. What was I was hoping. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for more like references too in those commercials. I thought we were gonna see like an Asgard reference, but I was like, wait, Wanda's never been to Asgard, so that makes no sense.
But someone make the point that it's like that she's kind of been traumatized by Stark Industries, and obviously it was part of Hydra.
Yeah, she needs to be part of it. Yeah, definitely.
So I can understand. I can get that. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Hydra come back though.
I don't like. They've been there, done that. They had their movies. I'm done. I don't want to rehash that. I did like that she started speaking Russian again. I think one of the complaints you see about Wanda is how quickly she loses her accent. I'm assuming because the actress just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Was it Russian or was it Slovakian?
You have to be politically corrective.
Whatever. Is it Sokovia? It's Sokovian. So it's a Sokovia. I think Sokovia is like a fictional world, right? Is it?
I don't know.
Okay, did I just insult every freaking did I just insult like a bunch of people? I'm sorry. Does Sokovia exist? No way.
No, I don't think Slovakia.
Okay. Wait. Oh shit. No, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay. I was like, oh shit. Oh no. Okay, so Sokovia, but I think Sokovia is like more or less it's like central southeast Europe. So according to here, it's borderline Slovakia and the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so I don't think Czech or Slovakian speak Russian.
Okay, I mean, well, she has an accent, and like the accent sounds Russian to me, but then again, I have no training in this whatsoever. But she lost the accent over the course of the movies, and she brought it back when she mentioned her brother and started singing the lullaby. And I was like, oh, that's really it was a nice callback for me. Anyway,
that's fair. Yeah, I don't have much else on the Wanda thing. I think, like Al, I'll give it another episode. The end of this one was catchy enough for me to give it another shot. Honestly, if it was going to be another slow burn, I would have just gave up on the show.
I'm enjoying it. I like the slice of life stuff. I like the little bits. I mean, hopefully they don't drag it on for too long. The little bits of of the true story, but I'm enjoying it enough.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned last episode last podcast we did. The guy, the one was the donor, like
the beekeeper.
The leak on the show, whatever, is that they're supposed to like progress fairly quickly into their like major.
How many episodes did they say it was gonna be?
I think it's a short run series. I think it's like 7 episodes.
Yeah, I say most of Marvel Disney stuff are gonna be short. I think
it's 8. But unless we keep talking about this, I will not be watching it weekly anymore.
That's fine.
I'm gonna wait till the other 6 episodes and like around April when I'm done school. When I'm done my next semester, watch the remaining episodes. And hopefully by then, like other shows pop out or something. On another
9 episodes, it'll run for 9 episodes.
On another news, if anybody's interested in like The Witcher, there's going to be a anime movie which is going to tie into The Witcher.
Is Henry Cavill coming back to play Geralt?
I don't
Is that
know
how you pronounce the name, Geralt?
Geralt or Geralt? I'm gonna piss off a lot. I'm gonna piss off a lot of fans.
I thought it was Geralt.
Geralt of Rivia.
Oh crap. Okay, well I pissed off a whole fan base now. Shit.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, if anybody's
if anyone knows,
did not know that, or if anybody does know the proper way to say Geralt of Rivia, please let us know.
Email us at theogdonorshop@gmail.com.
Yeah,
but they will be making like a lot, not
cool.
show, like movie on Netflix coming out soon.
Hey, again, if Harry Cavill comes back, I'm so down. Speaking of which, I saw the first episode. I need to go back and finish.
I never saw it. Al?
But The Witcher, I love The Witcher, man.
Yeah, I need to go back and
like the show, not the game.
Oh, the show, I like the show too. Yeah,
it's set before the game, so there's no like game spoilers.
The way like the episodes are done are kind of like a little like it's kind of
episodic.
Yeah, it's not like no, so it's like I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys. So it's like
I say don't go in too deep, please.
Yeah, so it's kind of I don't want to ruin it because I think it'll like ruin it.
Okay. All right. Well, so the homework for me anyway. Mandalorian, The Witcher.
Yes.
For Al, WandaVision.
For me, I'm on the Vision, I guess. If we're gonna keep talking about it.
Look, man. I'll give it another episode. If it does that bad, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm okay. Fine. If both of you don't end up don't liking WandaVision, I'll just silently watch it myself.
Yeah, if you abandon it and we're not talking about it, I don't apologize to me. Apologize to Dave. I mean, I already told you like
I'm enjoying my little slice of life, WandaVision, and everyone's like,
I don't plan on watching it every week, but if we're talking about it, then yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it.
It's like 25 minutes out of your time.
Unless they make it like an hour long,
Yeah.
They're like 30-minute episodes, aren't they?
25. They have like 7-minute credits.
Yeah, like
10 those credits are long, man.
Yeah, they go on forever. They're like movie credits. I'm like, holy shit. Okay, I get WandaVision probably has the budget of a movie, but damn.
You don't need that kind of like.
You need that negativity in our life. I thought there was gonna be a post-credit scene. That's why it was so long.
We did too.
I'm like,
we did too. Man.
I thought so too. I thought they were gonna be like at least like next time on WandaVision. You know how they do it on the regular TV?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think
it's gonna be something like that.
Actually, sitcoms never had a next time. Like Seinfeld never had a next time on Seinfeld or anything like that.
No.
Anyway, okay, we're slightly running out of time, so there are a few things I kind of want to talk about. The Godzilla movie coming out, but then My Hero is actually really good this week too. Okay, really quick on Godzilla versus Kong. Excited about the movie. I seen the I've seen
trailer?
the trailer. I've seen the other 3 movies set in that universe. I did enjoy them.
Which ones is it?
Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters.
I didn't see King of the Monsters. I'm gonna go back.
I really like King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters all my complaints of Godzilla was too much focus on humans and not enough focus on Godzilla. I felt like King of the Monsters remedy that. I saw a lot more Godzilla.
Mr. N's main complaint of Godzilla is the reason he's never watching Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, that too. Fucking Christ.
Shout out to Man Bun.
I'm never never letting that go. Anyway, it looks cool. They're setting up Kong to be the good guy and Godzilla being the bad guy for movie reasons.
I think that's to be a red herring, just like the Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah, it's a red herring. If you actually watch the trailer, 2 points in the trailer, they show snippets of Mecha Godzilla.
No, I missed that.
So there's like a very small snippet. It's like somewhere in the beginning when like all those civilians are running into the subway. Above that, it's like, like half a second. You see like a metallic looking Godzilla shaped thing. And then later down, like a minute and like 14 seconds, a guy's talking, and behind him you see a blueprint of Mecha. It's obscured because there's like a bunch of words around it, but looks like a Mecha Godzilla blueprint. So I'm assuming that's the red herring. Godzilla is being framed here, and then eventually the true Godzilla will show up. Because like I'm rooting for my boy Godzilla. Like I don't care for Kong. Like,
yeah, I'm team Godzilla.
Yeah, so it's like making Godzilla the villain really pisses me off. Like, come on, guys. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen the other movies. I'm gonna enjoy this one, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm down for this, man. Yeah. I am so in.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, speed throwing the other topics. I guess My Hero will be the last one for today.
Yeah, because there's nobody else.
The Nissan Office Pod, and it's a theoretical. I don't care for it.
I kind of the SAT one I thought was kind of interesting, but not a headliner. Anyway,
it's too easy nowadays.
Yeah. So My Hero, shit's getting. I feel like we're rushing too much now.
Oh man, trying to get to the point, yo. He's trying to get to the excited stuff.
I think we're putting up
the first 5 pages were like, oh, by the way, there were 6 more prison breaks that night.
Yeah,
like, oh, 7 more. It's like, what the hell?
He was like,
shit.
He was like, screw the side gigs. We're gonna get to the good nitty gritty, important stuff that you guys really care about.
I'm like, holy shit! Like the world is. Oh, and so was that guy a Twice clone in the beginning? What was his name? Destro. Was he a Twice clone? I couldn't tell because he was like melting. So was he a clone?
I don't even know anymore. It was really weird.
Because like he melted like a Twice clone. So I'm like, I guessing Twice's quirk isn't tied to his, him being alive.
The first couple panels, I was kind of like a little confused with what exactly was going on.
Yeah, but it looks like he looks like a Twice clone, and he like attacked the building. Yeah, but a bunch of prison break. I think I like the fact that Shigaraki and what the fuck, the lizard guy, they built they're bonded via gaming,
which is pretty funny.
I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I guess
it came out of nowhere for me, but I think it was pretty cool.
It felt pretty human, I guess.
Ooh. Oh.
Let's see, Todoroki. It's a little subtle thing. Todoroki, when he woke up, he stopped. He didn't address them by their stupid nicknames he gives them. He actually addressed everyone by their proper title, minus Deku. Well, Deku is technically his hero name, so I guess.
Todoroki or Bakugo?
Bakugo. I'm sorry, Bakugo. Yeah, so he addressed Deku. So he didn't call Todoroki like the half bastard or whatever he normally does. He called him. He actually said Todoroki. He actually said Sensei. He actually said Senpai. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was actually interesting.
He's acknowledged their power, man.
I think they bought it. But how is Gran Torino still alive? I mean, I'm happy, but how the fuck is he still alive?
You can't kill Gran Torino, bro.
Look, bro. He survived a few all for ones, man.
Yeah,
he's 2 1 for all.
Oh my goodness, that old. He needs to retire. I feel. Oh my goodness, that poor man.
You can't retire, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's got death flags as a former mentor for Deku.
There's a few death flags. I did like seeing. like everyone had all the other UA students, they all have like bags under their eyes, like they haven't slept in the last 2 days, which is probably accurate. So again, I like that. There's a lot of repercussions going on right now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a dream sequence for Deku next episode.
I think so as well.
He's probably gonna like see everybody as the others 5 wielders or however many we're missing.
There's a couple that were still hidden too.
Yeah, he needs. Yeah, the second and third were still missing. He has to meet the fourth one because he's met. So every time he awakens a new power, he meets that owner. So he's met Nana. He's met the Black Whip guy. He hasn't the Danger Sense quirk. He hasn't met that guy yet. So
that's the guy with the lightning bolt, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so Deku still needs to meet him. I'm a little disappointed that Deku's mom isn't there in the hospital. It's just All Might. She might show up later. But
she might be on the other side of the bed.
That's true.
I think they should have shown. Yeah, if she was there, I think she should have been drawn in.
Yeah, she should have been drawn in. I mean, it could be edited. He could fix it in like once the volume comes out. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Deku is so. I mean, admittedly, Deku is really messed up.
He got wrecked, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize his legs were broken either. Holy crap! I knew his arms were, but holy.
He's. But then the doctor tell him like if you overextend your powers again, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, but his body's also stronger now. Like he was able to do like multiple 100% hits this time around, not just without really messing up. Like he didn't do his 1,000,000% hit like he did previously. So I think he's still in the okay for now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he should. I hope he's not too ravaged by the end of the season, by the end of the series.
I hope not either. I mean, I could see. I mean, then again, we've seen heroes get ravaged. So like, I wouldn't put it past him if like he loses an arm eventually.
Mechanical arm.
Yeah, mechanical arm.
Black Whip arm.
Well, it'll be a Black Whip arm. Yeah.
Or maybe one of the other powers of regeneration, and he just grows it back.
I don't want it. It feels
cheap. I mean,
yeah, it feels cheap, and like we don't have Ares already pretty cheap. We don't need any more cheapness in Deku. I don't know. And just like it's good. It's a good epilogue. No. What do you want to call this chapter? Post crisis chapter, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're due for a time skip.
Oh yeah, they definitely need time skip.
It's a shonen tradition. Once you're big enough, you get a time skip.
I mean, we got a 2-day time skip. That counts.
No.
What type of time skip are you looking? You're like thinking
a year. I would say at least a year.
At least 6 months. At least 6 months. Has to be a sizable gap.
So
yeah, I would think it would be enough time for the body of the villain to like properly be healed up.
Yeah, that's true. It could take.
I think it has to be long enough for Deku to look different.
Then a year, then be. I mean, I would say 3rd year. Then like last year of his high school career, Mirio and all the other big 3 would be like well into their professional careers. I would say like.
I think a 6 months time skip, man. I feel like it's just enough for that body to like be properly healed, however long that may be. Maybe it's 3 months.
I think 6 months is a good time. But yeah, like I said, it has to be long enough for Deku to look. Even though throughout the series he's gradually looked
older,
more older and hero-like. Yeah, every series does it, man. Naruto, One Piece.
Yeah, I think. I mean, is this early for? When did Naruto get their time skip? Does anyone remember? When did we get Shippuden? Well, not Shippuden, like in the anime, but because One Piece got their time skip really, really, kind of late-ish, right?
Volume 28.
So that's about.
If it's 10 chapters per.
Let's see. I'm taking like showing jump right now. Let's see. Okay, so it was chapter. Okay, volume 20, 24. Okay, 20. Yeah, so 200. Oh, so 244. Oh wow. Oh, I guess
we're about to hit 300.
Yeah, I guess we're due for time skip. What was One Piece?
One Piece was like.
Well, was it 400?
450, 500.
Let me check. Okay. Can't find One Piece stars.
Chapter 597.
500. Oof. Okay, so okay, we're about there. I guess.
590. So almost 600 chapters for One Piece. So be like, it's time.
I mean, this is definitely a good time for a time skip. Definitely.
Yeah. It feels it.
Yeah.
I don't think I know the point is the series up to date. You felt like, I could see it.
Yeah, because both of the villain and the main character need to heal up. So like I feel like a 6 months enough time to like.
Yeah. So that will put them like smack dab in the middle of their second year in high school.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll definitely see it.
Because like I mean, I like I said, it definitely will be a time skip, but it'll be enough for both parties to heal. Like you can't do like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because of the school setting, it can't be that long.
Yeah. Actually, would you want My Hero to continue post school, or do you think that's too far?
If it fits the story.
Yeah, if it fits the story, sure. If it doesn't, then I don't.
I see like a bunch of fan arts of like Deku as an adult, and they basically more or less take Deku's head, age it up a little bit, and slap him on All Might's body. And it's like it doesn't look, it doesn't fit. I'm sorry, just like
I would give him more Muriel's body type.
No, I give more like Spider-Man's body, like very lean but muscular. Like I don't see Deku as like a super buff guy. I don't think it's in his genetics.
His shirts rips. He's pretty, it's pretty.
He's jacked. Yeah, but I don't see him as like All Might or Muriel levels of jacked. Like I see him more as like an Olympic gymnast type of body, not a bodybuilder,
like a swimmer.
Yeah, I see more like that type of body than because like Muriel and All Might screams like bodybuilder, powerlifter.
Power.
Yeah, power. Yeah, so I don't. When people, I guess that's the connection they typically make. I guess when you have super strength, you're gonna be super jacked. I guess, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it fits Deku.
Maybe not like that. Like, but I'm thinking like taller and definitely like a swimmer type athletic.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, his mama's like super short. Deku could be a short guy.
It could be.
Really sad if poor Deku can't make 6 feet.
Look, he's gonna be 5'11", but his Tinder profile is gonna say 6 feet tall.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think we're definitely past our time. I think that's where we're gonna end today's podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So again, as always, thank you guys for tuning in, listening to our voices and all the shenanigans we talk about, whether we're football or manga or WandaVision, whatever topic drops in our lap. Anyway, so this has been Mr. In. You can find me at Mr. David In on Twitter and Instagram, though I haven't been really active lately. And you can find Dr. Al at
not paying attention.
I'm sorry.
Oh man!
You can find Dr. Al at Page and Dr. Al. My fan base starting slowly building up. Whoever been listening to us, thanks guys. Keep up the good work. I will be buying new hats, so I'll post it on my Instagram soon. So,
and Mr. Jorge.
You can find me here. Unfortunately, I missed you guys last week. I try to be in spirit, but I did miss being here. And I think I'm gonna make a Twitter soon. I've talked about this for 26 episodes now. But...
Actually, okay, I have a legitimate reason for you to get a Twitter account now. That's how I've been getting my GPUs. They're at stock drops. So I follow them and turn on notifications. So every time, so they notify me for everything, literally on any PC part. So it is a little annoying, but that's how I got my 3080.
That's fair. After
I got my 3080, though, I immediately unfollowed. I mean, not unfollowed. I turned off notifications. I kept the follow out of good faith. But notifications I had to, because I was getting notifications for every Verizon CPU, every 3090, 3060 Ti. I was like, all right, this is too much. Just get my 3080. I'm out.
So, when you had that 3090, were you tempted to just put it in your PC and see what happens?
No, I picked it up and went straight to Midget's place right after. So, I mean, if
temptation couldn't bite.
Yeah, no. I mean, if he wasn't home, I probably would have tried it out out of curiosity.
Yeah, like, I'm just making sure it works.
Yeah, make sure it works.
It works.
A beefy. Actually, the 3080 I grabbed might be bigger. I'll be honest. And
Which one did you get?
The Aorus one.
Oh yeah, the Aorus one.
Friggin' 4-slot card. It's huge.
But it has a 2-slot bracket, right?
Yeah.
They should have put a bigger bracket.
The 3090 has a 3-slot bracket. So it's really, anyway. Okay, we're off topic.
Off topic. Anyway.
Thank you guys for listening. You can find us here on YouTube, Apple, Amazon, Podbean, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. You may listen to our voices. Hey, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It is still the afternoon.
Email us at theog.shop@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye.
Have a good day. Until next time. Peace out.